Hi everyone, this is Rio from CalSoft Systems. Today, I would like to go over the new 2024 released Wave 1 that is planned to be delivered to market from April 2024 to September 2024. So there are many new functionalities introduced in this release, but today I'll just focus on the Copilot and AI innovation updates. So Copilot can now assist you in customizing and extending your Business Central environment more effectively. So let's go ahead and go over what's new in Business Central. So first, you can now have Copilot chat box in your Business Central environment, and it will interactively answer questions and find business data in your Business Central. So I'll go into Business Central and actually show what it's like. But let's say you want to know, for example, on-hand quantity for a specific item or purchase order that's pending approval. You can basically ask Copilot the data you need, and it will pull out the data for you. And also, not just the data, but you can also ask the step-by-step guide for task completion, like how to release or how to post invoices. By having this feature in Business Central, I believe users can save time and increase productivity by getting help from Copilot. So let me log into Business Central. So I've logged in my Business Central, and as you can see, it's a little different from the last version. So you have this Copilot icon on the top, and if you click here, you'll see Find, Explain, Guide. And so let's say I have a customer who's asking me when they can receive their product, and I need to purchase it in order to ship it to the customer. And let's say I always request approval every time I create a purchase order. So I would like to check the pending approval purchase order for the vendor called First Up Consultants. And if I found out that the purchase order is not being approved by my supervisor or my approver, I can always follow up to my appropriate person through Teams or Outlook within Business Central. So I can type in my request, but I will use my voice. Look up pending approval purchase order for First Up Consultants. So by using my voice, it's very easy and fun. So Copilot really can be your work assistant. So right now it's looking up the records in purchase order and specifically for first up consultants. So it found two that is pending approval purchase order. So I can actually click on this one and it will lead you to the specific purchase order. And as you can see, the status is pending approval. So I can always message or send a quick follow-up to my approver by Outlook or Teams. So if you press here, you can access to Outlook, Teams, or other Microsoft 365 apps. But I just want to send message to my supervisor or my approver, so I can click Teams or Outlook. So I think it's pretty amazing. I personally think it's really awesome that you can access to Copilot and the specific PO page and other apps in one page. So I believe users can increase productivity even more by getting help from Copilot. And I want to show you another example. So let's go back to our role center. And you can always hit this button to create a new request. So let's say I want to know the on-hand quantity for the specific item, let's say Athens desk this time. So I can on-hand quantity for Athens desk. So now Copilot is going under the items card and looking for the on-hand quantity for Athens desk. So Copilot was able to find out there's 4 on-hand quantity for Athens desk. And let's say I want to reserve this item, but I don't know how to. So I can ask Copilot a follow-up question. How do I reserve this item? Okay, and now it's working on it. And I think it's going under the Microsoft document and pulling out the necessary documents. So it was able to find out two documents, how to reserve the item. So I can click on these document and do step by step, but it's quite a lot of reading. So I will ask Copilot, give me step by step guide for reserving item. So instead of reading all the documents, Copilot will summarize the document and it will give me step-by-step guide. So as you can see, to reserve an item in Business Central, there is step one, go to reserve worksheet page and use the tell me feature. And there's step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and how to make a reservation. So let's go to reservation worksheet. And it says choose the get demand action. So as you can see, you still have your Copilot on your right-hand side, and you can see step 1, step 2, step 3, and you can actually work on how to reserve item in this big screen. So you don't have to go over to the tab and see how to reserve and read all the steps from this Microsoft document, but you can actually see it here and work on it. So yeah, I think Copilot can be really useful, and I think it's beneficial when especially you don't know how to do specific things in Business Central. So another new Copilot feature is that it can enhance the sales document processes like sales quote, sales order, and sales invoice in Business Central. And Copilot can use the AI capabilities to suggest sales line based on input, as well as the customer's sales history and frequency. And it can be also converted to sales document from different forms. For example, you are a sales order processor and receive an order with Excel sheet or bullet points of the items. And you can upload the Excel sheet and bullet point list to Business Central, and it will convert into sales documents for you. So users can save time by getting suggestion line by line, and it reduces manual data entry and human errors. So I would like to show you how to create a sales order using Copilot. So for example, I have a customer who sends me quote requests through email, like Outlook, and the customer always lists up the items that they want to purchase. So I would like to show you how easy it is to create a sales order from a bullet point list. And also, as I mentioned earlier, but one of the biggest benefits of using Microsoft ERP is that you can access other Microsoft apps from this page, from here. So this time I can access to Outlook from here. So as you can see, I have a quote request from John White that the ARC Entertainment would like to purchase these items. So simply, I'm just going to copy this one and I'll get back to my Business Central and create new sales order. So in the general, I just have to enter the customer's name. It'll be the ARC Entertainment, and everything will be automatically filled from here. So for the lines, so usually you have to put every single line manually, but by using the Copilot, you can click on this prompt guide and you can see many things that you can do. But this time I'll do add item quantity and description. So I copied it from my email, so I'm just have to paste it and click generate. So imagine you have more than 10 items and you need to create more than 10 sales lines. Users will need to look up the item number first and put the item description and the quantity of the item and much more information if needed. And it can be time consuming, kind of bothersome, but by using this feature, Copilot will create you a sales order and you just need to wait a second to complete it. So you have all the suggested sales line here, and if everything looks good, you can just click insert and it will automatically put it in these lines. And you can review it. And if everything looks good, you can process this sales order. And if you need to request approval, you can just send approval request from here. So I think this makes a user's life much more easier by using this Copilot feature. So let's go back to our slides. So next, users can create an analysis tab with Copilot by providing keywords or description what kind of analysis you want to do. So in case you don't know analysis tab, it allows users to access analysis mode within your page and list so that users do not have to run a report or switch to another reporting application. And now Copilot can understand natural language input and will generate analysis view from any list in Business Central. Like here, it says group item by type and unit of measure. Like this one, so this feature allows non-technical people to create a report easily and no need to ask your IT vendor to create a report for you. So let's jump into Business Central. So let's make a quarterly sales report by customer using Copilot. So the first thing I'll need to do is to go to the customer ledger entry page. Customer ledger entry page. So if you open up this page, you'll see the invoice and payment documents that between you and your customer. But today we want to create a report. So let's go ahead and go to this Copilot and click Analyze List. So today I want to create a quarterly sales report by customer, but you can also describe how you want to structure the report. So let's say I want to have a list of customer vertically and I want to see the value horizontally. So I'll say quarterly sales per customer in the row. So I'll just add a period so that Copilot can understand my request. And I think this is pretty straightforward, so it wouldn't take that much time to generate it. So as you can see, you'll have a customer name here and Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 here. So you'll see all the values here and the total in the bottom. And if you want to add more items, you can drag and drop from this list. And also you can add it by asking Copilot. So let's say I want to see if it's still open or not. So this time I'll just type add open. Hopefully Copilot understands what I'm saying. So, so under each customer name, there's yes and no. And yes means it's still open, no, it's not open. And you can see this for each customer. And if you still want other items in this report, you can drag and drop or ask additional requests to Copilot. So if everything looks good, you can always copy link and share it to your colleagues so that you can share your own report. So I think it's really easy to create a report by using Copilot, and it's really no to less effort. So let's go back to our slides. So there are a few other updates. For example, when you want to create new item or update item information in Business Central, the product information is scattered across multiple tables now, which makes it pretty difficult and time consuming to input information. But now with the Copilot Assistant, it will suggest item-related information based on similar products, such as variants, unit of measure, substitution, and dimensions. And also, Copilot's AI learn from your product data and it improves its suggestion over time. So, Copilot can reduce the effort, especially if you have hundreds of items, and it will accelerate the time to market your new products. And the e-document feature. So it automates the invoice from vendor. So the new feature allows automatic matching with invoice and purchase order. And after matching, Business Central updates the purchase order with the relevant receipt information, ensuring the right quantity are received on the order lines. And in that way, users can reduce looking up the data and it makes users to easily track documents for purchase order lines more efficiently. And another update is that Copilot and Power Automate. So users can build Power Automate flows by getting suggestion guide from the Copilot and Business Central. So it helps users to build and set up and run an automation through the chat, the one I showed you before. And this also makes non-technical users to easily build any workflow in Business Central. So these were the updates on Copilot that was introduced on 2024 Wave 1. However, there are limitations to available Microsoft Azure geographic areas. So I put the 2024 Wave 1 document below, so please check if your area is available. So, we covered pretty much everything, and I hope this video helps you understand more about Copilot Update. And as always, thank you for watching this video till the end, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.